Okay, welcome everybody. It is Sunday, the 6th of July, and this event is focused in the heart, but focused in the spark of creation of the heart. Now, I call this event the crucifixion point, or the point of crucifixion. I can't quite remember what I called it now. Because when I was meditating, when this really made itself apparent to me, there was this experience, and it wasn't a brutal experience at all. It was the experience of being stretched out across the planes of matter and of spirit. So if we take the cross as being that, the axis of spirit, and that, the axis of matter, those points in our anatomy meet in the heart. And I felt as if just for brief seconds that I was really stretched out across that plane. And it was a really, really intense experience. And in those milliseconds, perhaps, I felt that I understood the tension that we experience in our relationship with spirit and matter, or being spirit coming into matter, because of course this is our experience. We are the direct representations of spirit coming into matter, but within us also there is a point of manifestation deep in the heart center. And many have talked about this for a long time. It's not like it's being discovered in this time. It has always been known about it. But I think we have been removed from it for a long, long time. Back at the end of May, it was made clear to me that the solstice was a point where this place would open up. I didn't know quite what that place was or how the opening would happen, but I could see, and I was shown how the masculine and feminine principles were coming together, and that there was enough balance in the hearts of many people across the planet to enable this planetary step to unfold. And the solstice was that crossover point, and many, many people felt very different after the solstice. So what we're going to do today, and I won't talk too much because I'd rather just get on with the energy work. What we're going to do today is drop into that. Well, first of all, we build a field, and it is the field that does the energy work. So if you're not used to how I work, hang on in there. We go through sometimes a fairly long introduction, extending lots of invitations to lots of different aspects of creation to join with us to build the field. And then we drop into to the heart field and expand that. We'll do some work clearing the heart field first. That's always a useful thing to do. And then we'll drop in at deeper and deeper and deeper levels. I wanted to tell a little story though. Today, as I was meditating in preparation for this, I thought, oh, maybe it would be useful for me to create a symbol for myself to access this point more easily. And even as I was thinking, I was already focused in the heart, and even as I was thinking that, a symbol appeared, and it took me completely by surprise in terms of what that symbol was, because it was Merlin. And it made me laugh, because I thought, well, I would never have thought of that. If I had been thinking of a symbol for myself, I wouldn't have thought of Merlin for that focus, but it was actually the perfect thing, of course, for me, because I've had a long association with Merlin. I was born in a place called Merlin's Cross, and we played on that crossroads pretending that Merlin was buried on the crossroads. And his guidance has been sporadic in a sense, but continual, always a presence. And today, I really felt as his image or he appeared in my heart, I understood that he would be a perfect male embodiment of a being that operated and created completely from this place, and created from this place with an enormous amount of magic. And I thought, yeah, I'm happy to have that, him as my symbol to access the heart. So we will do that too. We will invite a symbol for everybody to emerge, to help you locate this place in your heart more readily. This point, I've been meditating for quite long periods in the heart over this past month, but that's been a sporadic practice too for me. And as I have got deeper and deeper, life has become lovelier and lovelier, smoother and smoother. Creation has got quicker, so manifestation has got quicker. My relationships have improved because I'm less less snarly, less irritable. And life has just got better. And that's just in a very short space of time of me really focusing into the heart for probably an hour a day. Certainly in my morning meditation, it's usually about an hour. And a couple of other meditations through the day. Lovely things have happened also, just focusing in this space, and we will work with some of the magic of this space also. And so what we're doing here is creating a field of energy to enable this energetic step then to be made more easily by everybody. So we build a field of energy that, and then we'll move through the process, a simple process, and we'll hold that process in the field of energy and give the field to humanity, if you like. We'll give it to the planetary field so that it becomes like energetic homeopathy, if you like, and it spreads out through the collective. Millions and millions of people around the world are doing this in their own way. Just asked to do this, I think because it empowers the process. So working with the heart and working with depths of the heart can take practice, just giving yourself a lot of time to move deeper and deeper and deeper. And if you give yourself to the practice, it will reward you very richly. So what we do today will be a simple process. You have the recording and you might be able to use that to take you back there over and over again. Once you've done it once or twice, you won't need the recording. But as I say, it does take practice, and that thing of creating will create a symbol that helps you to anchor there, to find your way back to that point. Hopefully that will make things a bit easier. Somebody's saying, Roz is saying hard to hear clearly. Are a lot of people having difficulty? I'm just wondering about my volume. Is my volume okay? Turning it up. Is that any better? So some are saying hearing is fine, lovely rain in the background, and some are finding it difficult to hear. Now, as I'm saying, there is rain. There is rain. I'm out in the studio in the garden, and there's rain hitting the roof here. So some people are saying it's a problem, some people not. I don't quite know. Somebody saying, Tanya is saying that it's like rain. Zoom can't decide whether the rain is more important than, or which sound to focus on. I'm going to move this a bit closer, and maybe that will help too. Let's see if that makes any difference. I'm not even sure whether the microphone is on this large computer. Belinda says that's better. Okay, so let's just go with this. Sorry if the rain sound is very interfering for you. Okay, so okay, can't quite remember what I was saying. So yeah, it can take a while to develop this as a practice. And all I have done is hold the focus deep in the heart field and just keep pushing quite insistently to go deeper and deeper. And so it's using the will in alignment with the intent to access deeper and deeper levels of the heart. And I was asked to do this. I was asked to start spending longer periods of time doing this, not particularly long, but just to, and it opens really beautifully. And there are extraordinary depths available here. So this, what we're doing today will be like an introduction. It's going to benefit you to spend time hanging out in this place on a regular basis, and to make it a practice if you really want to deepen into this place, to really come to know yourself from this level. It's like, it seems to me like that place where there is the spark of creation, you know, that lovely image, Michelangelo's image of the finger of God. It's a bit like that, it feels. And we can bring things into this place for manifestation, I think, and holding an intent for manifestation in this place with an image of what it is you want to create, then you're automatically bringing all of the powers of this place into that desire. We always have to be careful what it is we're wanting to manifest. Always surround that desire to manifest with that catchphrase, that catch-all phrase of, if it be for the highest good of all concerned. But it's as if this place won't operate if the desires are selfish. I think it's my experience, my limited experience of this place. And it, as I say, this place has long been talked about. It's not like I'm discovering this place at all. And years ago, I was doing some work with unveiler Melchizedek, with the Merkaba in this place as a place of manifestation. It's just that now I think we as a collective are ready to step back into this place, to start living from here and co-creating from here, creating the world that we want to inhabit from here, as well as the lives we want to inhabit. Just a little, yesterday I was blessing my food, something I do fairly regularly, but I don't always remember. And as I was holding my hands over the food and I was focused in this place in my heart, I actually saw the energy leaving my hands as geometric symbols pouring into the food. And I've never seen that before. And today I was doing the same thing, but absent-mindedly, because I was watching tennis. This Wimbledon on, and I was watching tennis on telly and just holding my hands over my food. And I very quickly felt like the dome of energy building up over my plate of food and sort of starting to push my hands back. And it's like, it was a real surprise. So it adds a lot of impetus, it adds a lot of energy to what you're focusing on. And as I say, we always have to be careful then what it is we're focusing on. It's also useful there are people that I struggle with. It's a great thing to bring them into this place and just hold them there, not asking for anything, just the willingness for me to hold somebody I have strong feelings of irritation or dislike towards. This works in a way that other levels of my heart that I have worked with before haven't accessed, haven't shifted in the same way. So it does seem quite magical. And I think it's part of our evolutionary process to come back to this place en masse, as it were. And, you know, we're all at different stages of our evolutionary journey, and some have been working from this place for a long time, some are just arriving, and some won't land in this place for years yet. But the signal was given to me anyway, before the solstice and at the solstice, as this point of initiation, in a sense. So let's dive on in. I hope the sound is better. For this, I turn off my video and we dive on in. Now, of course, the rain is stopping, but because I'm under some big trees, they'll be dropping water for the rest of this session at least. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for joining me for this session. And I forgot to mention, but many have sent donations for this session, and I really appreciate that. It makes it much easier to do these free sessions. So thank you so much for your donations. They are very, very much appreciated. So let's begin. And just closing your eyes and allowing the breath to draw you inwards. And bring the breath right into that heart center. There in the center of the chest. Let's start immediately just beginning to anchor ourselves there, just focusing the breath and the intention in this place. But also recognizing that the breath, united with the focus, can open up every part of the body, every part of the psyche, the densest of our constructs, and the densest of our physical energies. So even as we begin to build the heart focus, using the breath, we can also use the breath to unlock tension wherever it is held in the body. Perhaps through the muscles in the scalp and the face, the jaws, into the neck, the shoulders, down the back, in the rib cage, breathing through the hip joints, really starting to land in the pelvis, opening out the whole of the pelvis so that you can drop into the pelvis more. From this place in the pelvis, just feel the whole of your torso, all of the organs, allowing them to soften, to let go, giving the whole body permission to relax, to receive what it needs from the energies we will work with over the coming time together. Breathe through the sacrum at the back of the pelvis, just to open this out. The sacrum always reminds me of a heart made of bone. Just breathe to open this beautiful bone that holds so much information. Focus awareness down into the coccyx and giving permission for the pelvic floor and all of the muscles that form the pelvic floor just to relax, let go. Relaxing and softening the genitals, the anus. Again, opening the hip joints, allowing awareness to flow down the legs through the big bones and the big muscles of the legs into the knees, the calves and the shins. Extending awareness and the breath right the way down through the legs into the ankles and the feet, all the way out to the toes. Awareness to extend out through the body, giving it permission to relax fully and extending it some gratitude to help in that relaxation process. And then allow awareness to softly extend around you into the energy field. All of the different levels and layers of the field. Bringing that to balance, consciously inviting your field to balance itself. Consciously inviting it to let go of any energies you may have picked up over the past day or two that don't need to be with you. And bring awareness back to the heart. Just breathing through the heart. Starting to deepen into this portal there in the center of the chest. Just inviting this to unfold. Starting to allow the radiance of your own heart to extend outwards. Rippling out through the body, through the cells, through all of the systems of the body, the whole of the respiratory system, the whole of the skeletal system, the muscular system, the lymphatic system, the circulatory system. Allowing the radiance of the heart to penetrate right through the body. Understanding that the heart field is the strongest field of any of the organs of the body. Allow it to extend out around you so that you come to sit within the field of your own heart. Just extend it out around. Allow that radiance to penetrate deep within you, but to expand out right through your energy field. And begin to connect heart to heart with everyone else on this event. Connecting each radiant heart field, building a collective heart field that is planetary, including everyone that will listen to the recording. And allow that field to build. Imagine we're all together in the same dimensional space, perhaps holding hands in a large circle, building that field between us. And then take that field deep into the core of the earth and anchor it in the heart of the earth. Dropping all the way through all of the layers and levels of the planet, anchoring deep into the heart of the earth, knowing that she is very happy to support this work. Feel the radiance of her heart joining with our heart field. Might feel the impetus of her energy landing in your heart, a sudden uprush and swelling of energy. Know that that is being added to our collective field, all of the strength and the purpose and the unconditionality that the earth holds us and all of creation in. Back to your heart. Taking a breath and beginning to rise up through that central column of light, up and out through the crown, out through the soul star, and out through the planet's atmosphere, all the way to the sun. Asking the sun to anchor this heart field in its heart. And allow yourself to take this heart field in just the same way as you did with the earth. Take it deep into the core of the sun, the heart of the sun, knowing that you are welcome there. And that the sun too holds the whole of the planet, the whole of the solar system in its radiant embrace. Each one of us too. And so we bring its power and strength into this heart field with us. Come back to your heart and breathe softly here. How does it feel now? Is it feeling different? How does it feel? Just inquire and keep breathing to unfold the heart, to drop deeper. Invite all dimensions of your higher self, your inner self, your greater self to be present with you, overseeing what unfolds for you so that only what is in your highest interest happens for you. Trust that. Invite the whole team of guides that work with us on these gatherings, your guides, my guides. Invite them to hold the field with us. And I particularly invite all of the lion-headed beings, the whole team of lion-headed beings who are a field of beings that do hold this field. Come work with us strongly. They have been very present over the past couple of days. And they are very present as guardians of the heart space, if you like. Think of lion-hearted. Now, the whole of the natural world holds this heart frequency quite naturally, quite simply. So let's extend invitations to the whole realm of nature spirits, the whole of the plant kingdom, the whole of the animal kingdom. They're all longing for us to claim this space once more, claim this place within us once more, and to live from here. It has been done before, and it will happen again. And as we're here starting to rest in the ever-opening heart field, connect with everybody on the planet, every group, every individual that is working at this level for this unfolding. So we really begin to build that planetary field. And then invite the collective heart of humanity to be present with us, because we are working on behalf of that, as well as on behalf of ourselves. So as we have built this field and extended invitations, we set an intention here for the ever unfolding and deepening of the heart in us as individuals and as a planetary collective. And that we are able to access this divine spark of creation that exists within the heart of every being, and utilize this to create our reality anew. To create only in alignment and in harmony with the highest impulses, the highest truths, the highest wisdoms. And to unfold our purpose from within this place. So building this field allows the body and your energy field to move into a phase of expansion where literally the atoms and molecules move a little bit further apart. There is a bit more space, and this enables things to shift more easily. So just give permission for anything now that sits in your heart field, any pattern of wounding, any trauma, any loss or grief, anything needing to be forgiven, anything you're holding on to. Just imagine this field we have built and co-created that extends out across the planet. Imagine it as a beautiful crystalline pond or pool that you can give the contents of your heart to, anything that you are ready to wash away even the stuff you haven't realized that you are holding on to. Just open it out, offer it. Invite the guides to work with you, your higher self, to really help you deepen into some of the inner recesses and folds of the heart that hold past life memories, the things that you perhaps are ashamed of, feel guilty about. Give them now. It's time. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to be ashamed of. Everything we have done has been done in the name of evolution, done in the name of learning and growth. Even if that learning was how not to do things, how not to behave. That's a really important element of learning. Just open everything out and give it up now into this beautiful heart field that we have co-created. Anything that might stand in your way from going deeper than you have ever dropped into the infinite portal of the heart. Take a few moments, a couple of minutes with that to really allow these energies to penetrate, to wash through every wound, every loss, every sorrow you carry, every guilt, every shame, every torment, every last scrap of desire for vengeance, every little infinitesimally small piece of hatred that you may harbor, anything. Giving it up now. Asking for help to truly empty out and knowing that you can do this over and over again as you need. But really go for it now, just allowing your personal heart field to empty out anything it may have been holding. And then find a way to drop underneath all of those layers and levels, going deeper, leaving those energies to continue with their dissolving and dismantling as you dive deeper into your heart, allowing yourself to be drawn inwards, penetrating into places you have perhaps not visited for thousands of years. Anything you find that may need clearing or dissolution, just ask for that and keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, being pulled inwards by the intent that we have co-created by the intent of this field, by the intent of these times, by the possibility that awaits, just dropping in deeper and deeper. Allowing the whole of the victim archetype that keeps us so bound. As we come into conscious creation, we have to move beyond the victim archetype, which in effect represents unconscious creation. Find your willingness to give up any strands of that hold in your field. Ask that it be dissolved in the field that we have built. Just be willing to totally free yourself of any relationship with victimhood. Any of the ways in which you crucify yourself. Recognize we are not victims of life. Life doesn't happen to us. It emerges from deep within. It emerges from deep within this place that we are exploring. So give the whole of the victim archetype to this field we have built and invite its complete dissolution. And turn inwards to dive even deeper into your heart. Going deeper, being drawn inwards, inwards, ever deeper, ever deeper. Find yourself in a place that is veiled, and just rest here in this chamber deep within your heart. Know that this is a time on this planet, this period we find ourselves of extraordinary initiations and remembrances. And so we ask that this divine spark of creation that exists within each of us, this pure point of manifestation, that was the spark of creation that ignited when the sperm met the egg to begin your physical process. We ask that this be unveiled now for us gathered here together. For everybody on the planet that is seeking this, consciously or unconsciously. For the whole of the human collective. For the heart of humanity. For in this place we are anchored deep into the collective fields of this planet. This place where spirit and energy pour into the crucible of the heart to be transformed into matter. The place where we make material. The place where we decide to unite with flesh, where we become physical. Rest in this place of pure potential, potency. Become familiar with it once again. Ask that a symbol be given to you that represents this place, so you may find it more easily in future. And ask what you need to do to anchor yourself here in this place deep within your heart. Invite the collective heart of humanity to be held in this place. So that this awakening is stimulated across the planet. Not forced in any way, but offered more freely. Take time in this place to bring the whole of your life in. every part of your world. Allow the field of energy generated from deep within this point of pure manifestation within your heart. Allow it to permeate out through every aspect of your body. Every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your world. And maybe take time to direct the energy into points, places, locations in the body or in your life or world where there is difficulty. Bring those points, those places into this location, into this depth. Let them be held in this point of pure potential. Now you may want to stay in this place, which is totally fine. Emerge at your own time. Or you may feel ready to come back. To a different level of consciousness. Do whatever works for you. But if it feels appropriate, then visit this place often. Practice. Hold this field, this collective field, and allow it to embody the energies, the intentions, the elements we have worked with. And allow it to be uploaded, if you like, gifted to the planet. You could place it at a PowerPoint that you like in your mind's eye, just offer it there. What I am seeing is a golden disc of energy literally being inserted into the field of the planet by a gathering of angels. See how it works for you. If you're hanging out in that place or this place, then just do that. And if you're emerging, just slowly come back to full awareness of your body and your weight on the chair or the surface you're supported by, feeling into your limbs and your fingers and toes. Coming back into regular contact and consciousness. Know then that this practice deepens remarkably quickly, but it does call for repetition. The recording of this will be sent out very shortly, and you can use that. But it's an easy place to find. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Thank you so much for joining with me and helping to install this for the planet as a planetary energy field, helping to revive that. I do appreciate your time, your energy, your attention, your support. So sending you lots of love, sending huge gratitude to all of those that worked with us in this gathering, all of the guides, higher selves, ascended masters, the lion-headed beings. Merlin was very strongly present. I didn't mention him in that meditation, but he was very much there. I'm sure some of you felt that. All of the nature spirits, plant and animal realms, who are very happy to see these energies being rolled out again across the planet. Okay, sending you lots of love. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.